Back in the Russian Mission Control Center in the town of Koryov on the outskirts of Moscow, the flight control team has been on console through the morning hours into the afternoon, monitoring all the preparations at the launch site in the Central Asian desert. Now approaching 2.5 minutes from launch. Coming up on the 2-minute mark, the booster tank is now being pressurized for flight. That pressurization optimizes the flow of fuel and helps add structural support to the rocket. Again, the pressurization of the first stage fuel tanks will optimize the pressure of fuel, helping structural support of the rocket as it sits on the launch pad. Now under 1.5 minutes from launch. At this point, the ground propellant feed has been terminated. Up on the 1-minute mark. Now approaching 30 seconds till launch. The Soyuz rocket is now on internal power and we have auto sequence start. And the first umbilical tower has separated from the booster. And the launch command has been issued. The second umbilical tower has now separated. Engine command issued. Engines are up to flight speed. And liftoff. Liftoff of the 74th Progress resupply vehicle, now on its way to deliver 2.7 tons of cargo to the International Space Station. Everything reported nominal so far. The structures are nominal. 50 seconds into flight, crews are reporting good first stage performance. A minute and 15 seconds into flight, the Soyuz booster is passing through maximum dynamic pressure. Everything is operating nominally. Good structural parameters reported at the launch site. Standing by now for first stage separation. Good structural parameters still reported. First stage separation is confirmed. The 4 strap-on boosters have completed their job and dropped away at 29 miles in altitude. Second stage engine up and burning. This will be about 2 minutes and 39 seconds of a second stage performance. And with the progress out of view, we'll go ahead and switch to the animation now. Coming up on the 3-minute mark into flight. Flight controllers are reporting everything is operating nominally. And confirmation of launch Shroud Jettison. The rocket's altitude now about 49 miles high, traveling at a speed of about 5,203 miles per hour. All of the vehicle parameters reported to be nominal. The Soyuz uses what's called a hot stage technique, so the third stage will actually ignite while the second is still burning. And this is the view from the external second stage camera. Everything's still reported to be nominal. Now a little over 4.5 minutes into the flight, and all of the vehicle parameters reported to be nominal. And second stage separation is confirmed. The third stage engine is up and running, everything looking good, now traveling just over 9,500 miles per hour and 100 miles in altitude. Now at the 5-minute mark into flight. Now being propelled by the single engine of the Soyuz's third stage, the engine will thrust and burn for about 4 minutes and 2 seconds. All systems reported to be nominal. Now coming up on the 6-minute mark into flight. All systems still reported to be nominal, coming up on the 6-minute and 30-second mark into flight. Six minutes and 30 seconds into flight, third stage engine still burning nominally as the Progress heads toward its preliminary orbit on its journey to the International Space Station. Coming up on the 7-minute mark, all systems reported to be